Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey. I was. Oh, bitch! No, the fuck no! So much balls. There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh. Hit it with the zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit. Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? Today was a much better show. Obviously, we're 2 weeks out from the Wrestle of the Mania. So more matches have been solidified today, which we are very excited about. Yes. Some of them we are. Some of them we're just like, all right, it's a match. It's a nice filler. It's a nice seat filler for the top brands, you know. Top comment of the day goes to Kayla. Kayla was the first person to comment on the show today. So thank you very much, Kayla, for being my numero uno commenter and one of my fam bam. I surely appreciate it. Everybody else who came in, thank you so much. All right, we got young boy Jay here. We have Aaliyah here. Sasha gave me a nice little compliment. What's up, baby girl? Everybody's having a good time here. Thank you very much. We're all living, loving, being appreciative of being alive. Yes. Okay. Brandy is here. Donnie is here. And of course, we still have the usual suspects as usual. So, first things first, let's talk about how Raw kicked off. It kicked off with the brothers, okay? And not the brothers you're thinking of. No. Nay. Okay? It kicked off with Sammy and Kevin, okay? They gave us a nice little promo of each other being happy that they finally have come to an agreement with each other that they love each other and they're going to be family until the end, okay? And we can appreciate that. We love that. Thank you all so much, Kevin. Thank you so much, Shams. We appreciate it. But that was short-lived because the Usos came out there tired of the lovesick, happy-go-lucky, oh, we're a team. They were tired of that. They was like, hell no, you niggas been together for 2 minutes. Me and my brother been brothers since birth, nigga. Y'all is not finna come in here and take over our shits. And Kevin was like, listen, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about, bruh. Don't care about none of that. All I'm telling you is we going to Mania and we taking them belts off of you, bitch. Jimmy said, no, sir. No, you can't just get a damn title shot off of me, nigga. I'm the greatest tag team in the world. Okay, I'm one half of the greatest tag teams in the world. There's no way I'm just gonna hand you a shot. How dare you? Jay Uso was like, wait a minute. That sounds like a perfect idea. I mean, what better way than to get rid of two of our biggest problems? Kevin and Sammy than to keep them away from dear old dad at WrestleMania, huh? Huh? We go ahead, we have a couple matches, we tear this ass up, and then we go home. Go on the jet, get us some nice scrimps, you know, just in case Heyman doesn't eat them all, But we gonna go get some scrimps and some mahi mahi, just have a good time. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then he said, well, since we got that settled, whoop ass. So basically, they start fighting in the middle of the ring. And well, the twins got their asses whooped, so they didn't like that shit, and they went and got chairs. And that's when Adam sent down the goons to stop them from fighting, okay? So that was that, all right? Now, the next thing we saw was Austin Theory going up against Montez Ford, okay? This was not for the title. This was a non-title bout. Yes? Okay, so Theory went up against Montez, a very solid match, I might ask. Hello, how are you, love? A very solid match, I might add. Montez Ford showed his ass in this match, okay? From the high flying to the ground and pound mat work, everything that Montez did was on point. He just had one misstep, and that was that he didn't want to knock out the referee, so he stopped himself. That caused the pause that gave Austin Theory to take over in the match. So Austin Theory was able to hit that A-Town, and that was it. Montez was out, but Montez was whooping his ass. Majority of this match, Montez had this motherfucker. Now, the way I see it, he gonna beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Kudos to him, okay? But after that, it needs to be Montez Ford versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship on Monday Night Raw, and you drop it right to Montez Ford, right then and there, okay? Okay? Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Just give him the championship, okay? Give it to him. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him. You'll be fine. Give it to him. Give it to him. You'll be good. You'll be good. Okay? After that, we got a match. I think it was with Omos. Was it with Omos, Jared? I don't remember.
I don't know really.
I do not remember. We had a match with Omos. He had a match with Mustafa Ali. I don't know. I guess Dolph Ziggler set it up. Mustafa Ali pretty much got beat within like a minute. It wasn't even worth the time that they put in there. Honestly, they could have put Omos in a match with somebody else. Mustafa didn't have to be the guy that they put him in the match with. It just was really extra for no fucking reason. And it just seemed like no matter how much Mustafa tries to get traction, they always find some kind of way to tear his ass down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just over it. His hair looked really nice, though. I love that reddish brown color that he has in his hair. It looks very, very cute on him. Other than that, we had some little pieces, okay? It was little pieces. Judgment Day went up against, Dominic of Judgment Day went up against, who did he wrestle? He wrestled somebody. Who the fuck was it that he wrestled? I don't remember that much of that match either. But I do remember it was somebody. Who was it? Damn, who did he wrestle? The fuck? Oh, it was Gargano. Damn. Po Johnny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry. It was Gargano. Okay. So he went up against Gargano. He beat Gargano. The same way he always win, by cheating, I guess. I don't know. I didn't watch the match. Didn't care to watch the match. There's nothing about Dominic or his sidekick Damian Priest that's appealing, which is very funny to me because last year around this time, Damian Priest was on a roll with Edge and they was moving and shaking, and now he's been regaled to being in the back waving a fucking lettuce leaf doing nothing. I feel bad for him. Anyways, not really, but Anyway, everybody else in Judgment Day got something going on except for him. Finn got a match at WrestleMania. Dominic's about to have a match at WrestleMania, despite what Rey Mysterio was talking about. And Rhea got one at WrestleMania, and he just in the back. Now, 2 years ago, he was on WrestleMania. Wasn't he wrestling with Bad Bunny. What's it, 2 or 3 years ago?
Pandemic.
It was pandemic. It was the first one where they had the fans back. The WrestleMania where they had all the fans back in Florida.
I think so.
Where it rained and Samoa Joe was on commentary.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was like 3 years ago, right?
Don't quote me.
He beat Gargano clean. Yeah, I'm not going to say that because he tried to cheat in the match. So I genuinely don't care. I'll be honest, I just don't care. He basically cut a promo about how his daddy's scared to wrestle him. That's it. No, there's nothing else to that. He cut a promo about how his daddy's scared to wrestle him and how he gonna get what he want Friday because they're gonna be in Vegas and his daddy family and them gonna be there because they all blocked him and shit because they don't want to talk to him because he's a piece of shit. So whatever. I'm sure he gonna go his way into having a match in there. He gonna do something nefarious or have Rhea do something weird to his sister or some stupid shit like that. So I don't know. I don't care. Moving on. Because I just don't give a shit. So Logan Paul had Impulsive TV. Horrible segment. I'm just gonna be honest. It was absolutely horrible. There was nothing about that was good or worth watching, in my opinion. Like he just wasn't giving what he was supposed to have gave, honey. And I was just like, child, boom. Okay. Because at this point, what you talking about is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not giving us anything worthwhile. Like it was bad. It was a bad segment. He didn't do nothing but talk about how the fans don't like him and only 2 people in the audience liked him. Then he insulted Los St. Louis, which that's where they were in St. Louis. Shout out to my fam who is in St. Louis. But they insulted St. Louis, and then he went on this whole tirade about how you're just mad because I'm just that damn good. You guys will never beat me. You can't be like me. I'm good at everything. I could do anything I want. And it's giving very much little dick energy. And at this point, I was ready for that whole shit to just be over. Okay, it was very, very sad. Then Seth cut off his damn microphone and shit. Came out there dressed like Uncle Elroy from from next Friday. Right. I said, where you get your pajamas from? I thought it was cute though. I wish he would have just went the full-on suit with the leopard print. I feel like that would have been just a better thing. But this baby came out there in a whole silk pajama outfit. Whatever works for you when you're making that kind of money and you at the top of your game, you can dress however the fuck you want. So live your life. Baby, that man came out there and started beating Logan Paul's ass. But Logan Paul ended up knocking his ass out. Like, this is the second time. It don't matter. It's more than once that Seth has been literally laid out by Logan Paul in the ring. Okay. And this was outside the ring on the floor. Just laid him out. Okay. Seth got a glass jaw. I don't know what to tell y'all, but he keep getting knocked the fuck out and nobody is saying nothing about it. He just keep getting knocked out. That's terrible. What?
Is what?
Terrible. He was dressed like Uncle Elroy. Anyway, so that happened, okay? Now, everybody was anticipating Roman Reigns showing up. But before that happened, we had a couple of women's matches and one-off match with Chad Gable and Ricochet. Because of the tag team fatal 4-way that's happening at WrestleMania, they don't really tell us what this showcase is about. But a showcase, I would imagine, would just be a regular ass old match. They just decided to make it a tag team match and everybody get to perform on the show. You know what I'm saying? So Chad Gable and Ricochet was wrestling, and before that, Otis was back there getting his hands done because he's trying to be a hand model.
Pretend getting his hands done.
Stop pretending. Stop. Anyway,
Dude wasn't even buffing his goddamn nail.
I don't have nothing to do with that. That's none of my fucking business. Anyways, child, he was back there, and Maxine was trying to tell him to come meet the guy who was gonna be the director of his shoot or whatever. He didn't want to go back there. He went out there with Chad. While he was out there with Chad, Maxine brought his ass back there and was like, "Come on, we gotta go meet the guy. Why don't you come with me?" And Otis was gone and Chad lost. Okay. This match with Ricochet and Chad was fairly long. Okay. It wasn't no simple 1, 2, 3 match. It was a pretty back and forth. It was pretty good chunk of the show. All right, when I looked up again, it was 10 o'clock. Now, prior to this, we had Rhea Ripley come out there giving a promo about Charlotte, which I still don't know why that happened, but whatever. Now Charlotte got to be real. Next week on Raw, she got to show up. She got to pull up because ain't no way. Because Rhea been coming to her house, messing her ass up in her own shit, punch you in your face in your own shit. She got to go to her. She got to come to Raw and tear some shit up. Anyways, Rhea Ripley cut her promo, and that's when Bayley came out there. And Bayley was like, yeah, well, I've beaten Charlotte, and you haven't. And all you had to do was come ask, I could have gave you some pointers about beating her because I beat her at my very first WrestleMania while you floundered at your first WrestleMania. Very much digging it in that Rhea Ripley has still yet to beat Charlotte at WrestleMania. Now, Bayley and her crew decided that Bayley was going to go ahead and wrestle Rhea Ripley. They sent the ref down there. Match happened. The girls was down there fighting. Now, eventually, this led to tag teams and Trish coming down there, to even the odds a bit. Yes? So, as they began to interfere in the match, Trish, Lita, and Becky all interfered to keep Damage Control from cheating the way that they normally do. So, this led to a brawl between them girls. They got rid of Damage Control, and it was just Bayley and Rhea. All right. There was a distraction. I believe it was by Becky. Rhea was able to get the drop on Bayley and take Bayley out. I think it was the riptide she used. I can't remember because I only saw her get pinned. I'm sure somebody in the comments will fix it. She ended up using the riptide, I guess. Pinned her 1, 2, 3. Match is over. Damage Control is laid out. And the tag team champions and Trish are walking away standing tall. Now, last week, Trish got attacked by the girls. So we had to wait and see how this all going to play out on next Monday. That's the final Monday before Wrestle of the Mania. Okay? Now, Bianca Belair had her tag team match with Asuka against Chelsea and Piper. Now, I don't know exactly what happened with Carmella. Maybe Carmella is sick, but Carmella was supposed to be teaming with Chelsea, and she ended up getting a new tag team partner in Piper. Okay, so they went out there and was wrestling the girls. The match went off without a hitch. There was a few hiccups between Bianca and Asuka, of course, but ultimately Bianca ended up hitting the KOD on Piper, which everybody loves. It always gets a massive pop because of the way that she's able to do it and hit it on her. Piper's a very a big woman, but she is not going to be easy to just deadlift. So Bianca picks her up, and it is always an amazing feat to see Bianca carrying her on her shoulders like that. It's fucking crazy. Okay. But anyway, she hits that KOD match over, and Asuka is not with the shits because she attacked that woman right after she pinned Piper. Hit her a couple of times, laid her out, and then walked out the ring after she was, giving her face to the damn to the camera. Bianca was laid out, baby. Now I know Bianca ain't finna go out like that, child. So hopefully at Wrestles of the Mania, the Raw before WrestleMania, we'll get to see Bianca get some get back, and the girls can finally fight it out because they ain't really fought. We had Asuka taunting her and pretty much causing a lot of grief, but they ain't really got into no tizzies. They ain't really got into no nitty gritties yet. Okay, so we just waiting on that. Now, let's get to the meat and taters. Okay, to the meat and taters. Okay. Roman took 8 years to come down to the ring as he normally does. And when he came down there, Cody didn't even let that man talk. He let him get his acknowledgement from the crowd, and then boom, music hit. Okay. Cody came down there and said, I want to know what you want to talk about. I'm pretty sure I know, though, you probably want to talk about how you don't want me in your business, right? And how you don't want me to become a problem, and you don't want me to be a Cody problem. But just for curiosity, what is a Cody problem? What exactly is that? And Roman was like, you specifically are not the problem. You know what I'm saying? You will never be a problem for me. But the problem is what you represent. You know what I'm saying? He like, see, you a professional wrestler. You're like our fathers. You enjoy being that. He said, me, I'm a fighter, okay? I'm a fighter, and that being a fighter has turned me into a megastar, okay? Put me at the top of the mountain, huh? Made me the man. You just like dibbling and dabbling in every little world. You don't have what it takes, man. Every time things get a little sticky icky for you, you run. You didn't like being Stardust. Cody's gone. You tried to create your own little WWE over there in AEW. Didn't work out for you. Cody's gone. You tried to be a megastar and that didn't work out in AEW. Cody's gone. Track record. We're tracking the track record. You're catching the pattern here. Anytime things get a little sticky or something is not going your way, Cody's going to run. We all know what you're going to do, man. And come April 2nd, and I was like, oh, well, your match is on April 2nd. Thanks, Roman. Because they haven't officially announced that yet, okay? Word to the wise. Sometimes when you're in the middle of a ring and you're having a good moment, you're on a roll, a little flubber comes out of your mouthies. That was not supposed to come out, Roman. Now, quite frankly, we all know that Roman and Cody's match was going to be on April 2nd, okay? But officially, WWE had not announced that. That hadn't been on the marquee. It was always announced as April 1st and 2nd, right? Okay. So Roman had a little list of the lippies. Now, I didn't hear Cody say it last week. If he did, he fucked up too. Anyways, I was like, well, Roman says, we all know how this is going to play out. You're going to lose come April 2nd, and then you're going to walk away. You're going to run away like the little bitch you are. And I was like, oh, it's spicy in here. It's real spicy. Cody said, baby, listen. He said, first of all, you mention my daddy again, I'm up. He said, don't mention my daddy no more. He said, okay, I'm tired of y'all using that as y'all little crux. He said, my daddy not coming into this ring. He is no longer here. My brother is in a whole nother promotion, a whole different company. The only person that you have to worry about on April 2nd is me. I'm the only one coming to the ring. I'm the only one you're going to have to worry about. But to get back to your point, you are correct. He said everything that Roman Reigns has said is right. He is 100% right. I am a professional wrestler. Maybe that's why things don't always work out in my favor. Maybe that's why I am who I am. But at my core, I wanted to be a superstar. I was here when I was 20 years old. I was born and raised in the WWE. This was what I wanted to do. So yeah, maybe I am a professional wrestler and having to taste the blood in my mouth is where I live and thrive. But he said, come April 3rd, you see, Roman's going to have to learn how to live with defeat. Roman's not going to have those 2 championships anymore. Come April 3rd, Jey Uso is going to leave you. Jimmy Uso is going to leave you. Solo, yeah, well, he said, Solo, you keep glaring at me. But he was like, I was a second generation superstar looking up to another, and I wasn't ready, and neither are you. I was like, oh, it's getting hot in here. So take a foil glove. It was like, it's real spicy in these streets. They real spicy. Cody said, and of course, Mr. Heyman over here is going to go back to being an advocate. And it's going to be just you and your thoughts. No more tribe. He said, no more chief to be a tribe of. No more, it's just Roman. And no more Reigns. It's just you. And I'm going to be the WWE Universal Champion. Roman just stood there. He ain't had nothing to say. That man walked away. And you know what it reminded me of? Y'all ever seen 8 Mile? You ever seen 8 Mile where Eminem was talking to Papa Doc? Because you know he was B Rabbit on there. And B Rabbit was getting, dogs out because he was white and shit. And they was talking about how he needed to go back to 8 Mile with all the trailer parks and shit. And they was going at his neck. And they was talking shit about him. And then Papa Doc came up. And Papa Doc was a savage type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? He would say shit like your mama should have aborted you and shit. He was real rough. But Papa Doc was not from around the way. Hey. Okay, Papa Doc was from the suburbs. And Eminem busted his ass. Eminem was like, but I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? I was like, uh-oh. That's exactly what it reminded me of. I was like, when you in the midst of the thick of it, when you in the thick of it and you fighting, honey, when you fighting like that, you don't just walk away. You don't just walk away, Clarence. You don't do that. Okay, you punch somebody in the face or something. Papa Doc dropped his microphone too. And he lost his championship because he was the champion. It looked like we done got a little preview of what Mania gonna look like. Now it's gonna be a lot more punching and fighting at WrestleMania. It's gonna be a lot of fights to the death at WrestleMania. But Cody winning. If he don't win, we riot. If Cody don't win, we riot. Okay? Riots. Because we can't after all of this for you to lose on the greatest stage of them all. And if they do that just to run it back at Backlash, child, go to hell. When Cody brought up his Cuban mom, I was like, oh shit, he about to speak in a different language. And didn't. He don't know a lick of Spanish.
Got everybody excited for nothing.
Right. Don't know a lick of Spanish.
Boo.
You can say something in Spanish. Rojo. You on Monday Night Raw. Call it Rojo. Do something. What? Oh, now you gonna leave? Babe, what I do? What did I do, babe?
You are stupid.
It's a Spanish word.
Me no speak a trick on.
You always trying to leave. I ain't even do nothing this time. He left. Solo standing there, got mad, was getting ready to take him out. Cody got in his face, was cussing his ass out. Child.
Got a boot to the face for your trouble.
Sure did. Booted that baby in the face. And damn sure, Cody said, you see, I told you you wasn't ready. Kick Solo dead in this shit. Solo got mad. And Roman came back in there. Roman was standing out there and thought Solo had followed him out. And Roman was just like, what the fuck is he doing? He was like, what is he doing, wise man? Wise man just standing there. I don't know. He goes back up there because Solo was upset. And he knew that Cody was going to use that to embarrass him. So Roman went and got him and was like, not this week. You're going to hit that fool next week. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. This that split. Then they walked away. All quiet and shit. I was like, damn, son. Papa Doc got his ass whooped on TV. Girl. It was a good time. Now, if you missed Monday Night Raw, I promise you, it was a good show. It was something that you definitely need to watch, especially for these pillars, okay? The beginning of the show, for sure. All right? You definitely need to watch the end of the show, for sure. Okay? He said, ooh, this is nice. It don't smell like roaches here or nothing. Okay. Period. Cody was with the shits, suits and all. He still had them ugly ass socks on. I think his pants shrunk in the wash too. I was lightweight embarrassed. To be a Cody fan today. I was like, Cody, what the fuck you got on? I said, okay, babe. I guess, honey. But it's not my cup of tea, sweets. It's really not. But you live and you learn. Live your best life. Okay. So, I have nothing to do, so it's gonna be an absolute mess. Now, one thing we did get was we got a little promo from Edge. He was floating heads and everything in this little section here. Now, I do recall that this was something Gangrel and them used to do back in the day. So I imagine Edge is gonna be his brood self, but maybe with a little twist. So I'm like, ooh, are we getting a new Edge character? Like, is he gonna show up in red paint or something? That would be kind of cute. But Edge did tell Finn to bring his demons, so I am hoping that it's going to be Demon Balor that we're going to see at Wrestles of the Mania. We haven't seen Demon Balor since he went up against Roman at I don't know, whatever pay-per-view that was, Extreme Rules or whatever the hell it was. I don't remember. It wasn't Extreme Rules. It was another pay-per-view, and I think it was a year or two ago. But that's the last time we've seen Demon Balor. Okay, so seeing Demon Balor now would be very, very interesting. Okay, and of course, I mean, the demon suffering a loss inside a steel cage called Hell in a Cell would be, damn, son. Like, I mean, it's definitely interesting. It's very, very interesting. Now, we are going to move on because next week they're going to have a weigh-in for Omos and Brock Lesnar. I don't give a fuck about this. I can give less than a damn. Look, here's the thing. I do not care about this match. I don't care about this weigh-in. I can give less than a shit. These two men can go sit down in the back and enjoy the exclusive, amazing catering that WWE has to offer and go to sleep. This is not a worthy match, nor is it a worthy feud between the two of them. It's just not, okay? It's just not. But WrestleMania is in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. 2 weeks. We are so close to the grand stage, darlings. All right? Now, of course, as usual, The Miz is going to be your host for WrestleMania. It was Extreme Rules like a year or two ago. I figured it was because last year's Extreme Rules, he was a part of Judgment Day. But anyways, The Miz is going to be your host, and then you're going to have Oh, we're going to have them boys. Okay. The boys are going to be fighting the brothers versus brothers at WrestleMania. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's going to be amazing. All right. And of course, we're going to have another banger of a match with Drew McIntyre versus Gunther and Sheamus. Okay. Now this right here, nigga, this match is going to eat. This is the match that everybody is going to be talking about. Once it's all said and done, all the dust is settled, everybody's done. We're done getting hyphy. This match right here is going to be bomb. Okay. Now, this match is probably going to be on night one. For sure, for sure. At least I would put it on night one. I don't know about y'all, but I would put it on night one. All right. Now, the next match, I don't think this match is going to be absolutely fantastic, but I do think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited about seeing Demon Balor. I'm not going to lie. I'm not excited about the feud between the two of them, so that part I don't care about. But Demon Balor being in Hell in a Cell is the first time for everything, and I'm really curious as to what Edge is going to do to be able to thwart that and combat that. It's going to be very interesting. Sir, we shall see. Okay. The next match is going to be Sethy and Logan Paul. Now, Seth Rollins has been getting knocked out for 2 weeks straight. He got curb stomped at Elimination Chamber. And it's just been a mess for Seth Rollins, okay? It's just been too much. And I'm going to need for Seth to pull it together, okay? He's got one more week before his match with Logan Paul. We can't be rooting for you and you keep getting knocked out by this bitch, okay? We can't keep rooting for you. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. And you ruined that. I mean, God. You ruined that. You ruined that. Now, the women's, hold on, y'all. The women have a tag team showcase match just like the men, but for whatever reason, the women have to be decided. Whereas the men, on the other hand, already had enough tag teams to set up the tag team showcase match, which is going to be Street Profits, The Odd Couple, Alpha Academy, and Viking Raiders. Is it the Raiders or Warriors? Raiders? Viking Raiders. Okay. So there we have that. For whatever reason, there's that. Now, the rest of these matches, outside of this match, so I'm gonna show all the matches I really care about. The other two, I'm just gonna be like, eh. Then we've got the girls, okay? There's a lot of women's matches set up for WrestleMania, and I'm here for this, okay? It makes WrestleMania seem a little bit more balanced, even though there's more men's matches than there are women's matches. But to be fair, there aren't a lot of feuds, and quite frankly, there's not as many women on the roster as there is men. So there's that. But Trish Stratus, Becky, and Lita will be going up against Damage Control. Now, word on the street is that Trish Stratus is supposed to turn on Becky at some point, because it's supposed to be Becky versus Trish Stratus at SummerSlam this year. Now, I'm just telling you what the girls have been saying in them streets. I don't know if it's true, but to me, it'd be a little early for Trish to turn on Becky at WrestleMania. You know, they would have to do a lot of story building leading into SummerSlam. Like, Trish would have to show up at every waking moment with Becky, and this would be like a 6-month feud that I just don't feel like is sustainable from WrestleMania to SummerSlam. So that feud might not start until after all of this. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna have to wait and see, child. But anyways, the girls are fighting, okay? Because Bianca Belair and Asuka are finally warming up their feud. Asuka took out Bianca Belair today. She did blindside her, okay? In fairness, she did blindside the lady, but she took her out, child. Asuka had her ass laid out and prostrate before the Lord, and it was so simple, okay? She was not with the shit. She was not with it. Now, Bianca got a whole week to respond. And she better do something, child, because ain't no ways. David saying that on Twitter and Instagram tip. I will believe it when I see it when I saw it, honestly. Honestly, I don't know for sure, but like I said, it's just too long. It's too far away for them to decide that they want to have them wrestle at SummerSlam when it's months away from SummerSlam. Not 6 months, but like it's April, May, June, July, August. So we're 4 months away from SummerSlam at this point. And that's just, to me, that's just a long ways to build a feud with one person. You know what I'm saying? Anywhoosies, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair's feud heated up last week, and it is still going. The flames are still strong, and Rhea Ripley is out here looking like she is giving all of the strap to Dominic every single night and making sure he understands who is mommy. Okay. That's what's happening. That's what's happening, babes. That's what's happening. She's giving Dom all of the strap. Don't y'all judge me. I'm only telling y'all how y'all thinking. Shit. Y'all was thinking it too. Y'all was thinking it too. Don't even try to deny it. Everybody was thinking it. And of course, we got the big kahuna here with Roman and Cody, and that's been heating up for a while. But today, these two niggas was in there clocking each other's teeth all day long. Cody tore his ass a new one. He was like, you ain't gonna have your little minions no more, bitch. And you not gonna have this championship no more. Everybody's gonna leave you when I take away your championship. You are not gonna have any power over anybody. What you gonna do? How you gonna survive as just Roman with no reigns? I was like, ooh. What you gonna do? Oh, God. Not get out of my head. Y'all was thinking it. We all be thinking it. We all be thinking it. Okay? Y'all not finna make me out to be a weirdo. We all be thinking it. All of us. Period. Now, the matches that don't matter, it's only two of them. The other two, the tag team match with the men and the women, that's a cute little filler for everybody. And I think the matches are going to be cute for everybody that's in it. But the two matches that don't matter, John Cena versus Austin Theory, we already know how this is going to play out. Now, they could swerve us and give that championship to John Cena, but given John Cena's track record of really wanting to help the newcomers get over and being in the company and working to better the company, he more than likely is gonna get his ass in that ring, do a couple moves, and then Austin Theory is gonna hit that 8-time down, and that's gonna be over and done with. And Austin Theory is gonna have a win over John Cena, which to me still doesn't do nothing for it does nothing for your character, and it does nothing for your promo work. I don't care what y'all say. Okay, the man is terrible. Okay. And then lastly, we got fucking Omos versus Brock. This is gonna be a fucking bowl refill when I get done eating. I'm just gonna go and refill my bowl, see how my daddy doing, see if he needs something to eat, check on my mama, see what she need, what's going on with her, talk to a couple people and be like, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Y'all need some more food, something to drink? No, you good? Okay. Because I'm definitely not going to be paying attention to this shit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? Ain't no sunshine when they go. Okay? Team Cody. As much as I love John Cena, I ain't trying to see John Cena play dead in the ring. Well, you might as well get ready, bitch. You might as well get ready, bitch. Now, one thing about it that I didn't like was Austin Theory. They said on commentary that Austin Theory was talking to them on After the Bell. And he was. And he was talking about how John Cena's going to have to go back to playing in skirts and heels. And I thought that was a little bit of a dig because let me tell y'all something. When you are secure in your masculinity, there is nothing that anybody can say or do to deter you from doing anything you want to do. Regardless of what Austin Theory says, he thinks that was a dig. That's part of the problem. It was not. The money that John Cena got paid to play that role that he was playing when he was wearing the heels and the stockings and the skirt and the wigs, all that shit, the money that he got paid to play that role is probably your entire paycheck and a few other superstars' entire paycheck. Let's just keep it real. So if we're going to go there, then let's go there. You're trying to be him, not the other way around. So as far as I'm concerned, you need to be more concerned about solidifying your legacy and not worried about what John Cena wearing and what pictures are being snapped of him via paparazzi and shown on Twitter and TMZ and everywhere else. You need to be more concerned about securing your spot, because just like Drew McIntyre was the guy and got fired, the very same fate could be suffered upon you. So if I was you, I'd be watching my mouth, because you never know. WWE might go in a different direction and your ass could be dropping the title with like that. And then it's over for you. Then you back at the bottom of the totem pole. Then we'll see. Because when you're the guy and when you're at the top of the mountain and you are soaking it in and living it, everything is cool. Everything is beautiful. You have everything. Everybody's on your side. But when the tide changes and nobody is on Team Austin, what are you going to do? How are you going to keep yourself afloat? How are you going to survive? Them the questions you need to be asking. I'm just saying. You might want to watch your motherfucking mouth. I'm just saying. You know, because not everybody has a clear path to the top of the mountain, and you've been coddled pretty much your entire way there. We talking kayfabe wise, okay? We're not talking about Austin Theory for real. But if we talking about Austin Theory for real, he's made some boneheaded mistakes, and he definitely could have been fired for it, but he was not. Unlike his counterparts, okay? He definitely could have been fired for it. It was a fireable offense. All right? Just saying. Now, kayfabe wise, when you're looking at your trajectory, kayfabe wise, you have been protected your entire career. Ever since you came from NXT, you came in and Vince made you his golden boy. You were given the skyrocket to the top of the mountain. 2-time United States champion. Okay? And your entire title reign that you've had since now has never had a successful title defense that didn't include somebody interfering in that title. It never had one. If it wasn't Brock Lesnar, it was somebody else. If it wasn't Bobby, it was somebody else. Somebody was always helping you win. Last time it was Logan Paul. So if I was you, I'd be more concerned about me and what's going on with my legacy and where I'm headed rather than worrying about where John Cena is. John Cena, he done made his money. He done did his job. And you was looking up to him, remember? Wasn't you sucking his dick a long time ago? Wasn't that long ago, actually. Your ass was sitting at home on the couch screaming John Cena and screaming at the TV, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that long ago. You was in the stands yelling at John Cena. Sometimes you need a little bit of a reminder of where you came from. You might want to watch your mouth to keep your teeth, because WWE could make it so that you drop your title to Cena at WrestleMania. Now what? What you gonna do? Then all that spitting, hollering, and turning red in the middle of the ring ain't gonna mean shit. It ain't gonna mean nothing. And John Cena's right. That crowd after WrestleMania is gonna eat your little ass alive. You ain't gonna be able to say nothing. Nothing. They're gonna bury you under boos and screaming. You ain't even gonna be able to be heard. What you gonna do? Good luck, kid. James said if I ever saw Austin in person, I would be like, talk to me when you got yourself on the cover of a video game. Talk to me when you are an actor in big time movies. And the critics are saying this is one of WWE's best games, that they did it well. And I have to agree. It is an exceptionally well put together game. They did an absolute beautiful job on this game. I have to agree. They did great. The game is good. It plays well. It has its glitches. Not going to lie. It has its glitches. But for the most part, it's a solid game. You know? It's a solid game. Oh no. Austin, it's not looking too good, love. It's not looking too good. One more thing before I go. The Hall of Fame is going to be next Friday after SmackDown, sorry. And you guys can watch it if you want to. I'm not a Hall of Fame type of girl. I know a lot of people enjoy the Hall of Fame, and it probably will air on Peacock since Fox usually runs the news after SmackDown. So you probably can go to Peacock and watch the Hall of Fame. The Great Muta is being inducted into the Hall of Fame, as is Rey Mysterio. And now the new inductee is Andy Kaufman. So if you don't know who Andy Kaufman is, Andy Kaufman was an actor and a comedian. And during the time frame that wrestling was still under kayfabe, okay, it was very much under kayfabe still. Andy Kaufman was a part of it. He loved wrestling. He enjoyed it. And he had a really big, massive feud with Jerry the King Lawler. This feud was real. At least most people thought it was. And he made people believe that the feud was real so badly that he went and got a neck brace, put it on, and went on the Johnny Carson show and basically told everybody that King broke his neck. And that wasn't true, but it was to further the feud. It was to fuel the fire. And it worked. It worked so well. And Andy Kaufman was a big proponent of getting the word out there for people to see and utilizing the media as a form of pushing the narrative and getting people interested in what they were showcasing on wrestling. So Andy Kaufman is going into the 2023 Hall of Fame class. Sorry. Congratulations to you, Andy Kaufman. And yeah, we appreciate the work you put in, babes. We appreciate it. Andy Kaufman is deceased. Yeah, he's deceased. Andy Kaufman died in 1984. Okay, he was born in 1949. All right. So yes, he is gone. He has one child, so she might be there, and he actually has a grandchild. And he has a brother. His brother's name is Michael Kaufman. So maybe they will be there to induct him, or King will be there to induct him, and they can accept his Hall of Fame entry. Alrighty, with all that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow after NXT. Hopefully I'll be done working then. And tomorrow I will do top 5 again so we can have a little bit of fun tomorrow after NXT. And they are still deciding the girls for the NXT Women's Championship. And like I told y'all, Tiffany Stratton and Lyra are both going to be competing for opportunities to be a part of that fatal 4-way. All right. They both have separate matches. One is with Indy, which Tiffany Stratton is going to go up against Indy, and the other is against Wendy Chu, which Lyra is going to go up against Wendy Chu. Okay. I don't know what else is going on NXT tomorrow, but I'm hoping that it be good. Okay. After what Grayson Waller did to Johnny Gargano got to go see about Grayson. Okay. He got to go see about Grayson. Okay. Do we still have to upload more to upload on Raw? Oh, of course. The last conversation Roman had with Cody, I was filming, so I couldn't upload it before I went live. So that's gonna be uploading in the next few minutes. So if you want to still go see my commentary, you most definitely can. It will be up in a few seconds after I get done with the show. All right. Don't forget to make sure you guys sign up for my Spotify. Okay. Go follow the KTT podcast. We're getting ready to be talking about The Last of Us, which I finally started watching. We watched Swarm this weekend on Amazon Prime, and baby, that is a whole mess. If you haven't seen Swarm, go watch it. But if you young, like you under the age of 15, 16 years old, viewer discretion is advised. Mature things will be on the screen, and it's a lot. I know some of y'all have seen so many things from Euphoria and everywhere else, but I will say it is a lot going on in Swarm. It is a lot going on, but we're going to have a full review of Swarm on my podcast this week. And I'm going to have a full review of the first 2 episodes of The Last of Us on my podcast this week as well. And I'm going to keep on going. But baby, they all did great in the show. The show was good. Like, I'll get into Chloe Bailey and everybody in the show and give everybody their props, but babes, that show was craziness. The KTT podcast will be up for the Swarm review. That'll be up tomorrow. So don't worry about that. It might be up later on in the afternoon, but it will be up. Okay. Yeah. And of course, the girls and I will get together this week and we will talk about wrestling. We definitely need to go over WrestleMania this week just to get it out of our hair. But all of that stuff is going to be happening. So roll on over to Spotify and go sign up for the Down for the Count. Go follow us and make sure you listen and then rate us. Okay. And then go over to the KTT on Spotify and go listen and rate me as well. Okay. We got a lot of stuff over there. I got a lot of stuff over there. Okay. Am I the asshole post? BS, BBSing. I got some more BS stuff coming up there with some red rum stories. Baby, these red rum stories took me out this time. There is so much stuff going on that you guys have to know about. Okay. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next one, which will be next week. So with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay.
Bye-bye, bitch.